So this is how Donald Trump started his day today. And I know what you're thinking, but this isn't some weird hostage situation, or at least not officially. This is the first meeting of Trump's so-called Board of Peace. And no, I have no idea why they were playing Gloria. I can't explain that one. But this whole thing is supposed to be a big alternative to the United Nations, which Trump says is supposed to bring peace and harmony, not just to the Middle East, but to the entire world. And watching Trump's remarks today, it was clear that world peace wasn't exactly top of mind.
You know, I've seen some great corporate boards. I've seen some great boards, period. We broke 50,000 on the Dow. They said that would take 4 years. It's always nice to be young and handsome. Doesn't mean we have to like you. I don't like young, handsome men. Women, I like. Men, no, I don't have any interest. They said there's a surprise coming. I didn't know that surprise. I thought they were going to give me a lot of money or something, maybe cash. Could always use some extra cash.
The man is a lot of things, but he does have a knack for just shouting the quiet part out loud, doesn't he? Now, somewhere in his speech, Trump did announce $7 billion in international pledges for the rebuilding of Gaza. But I should tell you that this board has virtually zero oversight, a vague goal of world peace, and a chairman for life with the name of Donald Trump. Oh, and you should also know that Trump announced that the United States is going to contribute $10 billion to his new board, but he did not say where that money would be coming from. Joining me now is the former National Security Advisor and Ambassador to the UN under President Obama, Susan Rice. It's great to see you. When I was watching this morning, I was thinking, what in the hell is Susan Rice thinking about what is happening on our screen? And here you are. What did you think of that? What is going on there?
It's actually pretty embarrassing, Jen. I mean, it's a collection of rogues and sycophants mostly, who showed up to give praise to the man who wants to be the dear leader of the world. And it's embarrassing for the United States, for our leadership, but it also underscores how profoundly unserious this is. This is a vanity project, but now it may also be a huge heist from the American taxpayers. $10 billion that he claims the United States government, that means you and I as American taxpayers, are giving to an entity that isn't an international organization. It isn't a U.S. government entity. It's a private vanity project for Donald Trump in perpetuity. Where that money's will come from, with what legal authority, it's non-existent. And when you consider, Jen, at the same time, we are, billions of dollars in arrears to the United Nations, to which we have a treaty obligation to provide assessed contributions, and is actually doing real peacekeeping and humanitarian activity all over the world in the most desperate places. But we're not paying those dues and those obligations, but now somehow he's miraculously found $10 billion to take from American taxpayers and put into his own private vanity project.
There's also no oversight. And there was this Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who has been out in the world negotiating with no official job on behalf of the U.S. government. But he gave a speech today as well. I mean, he has so many conflicts of interest, but he gave a speech today. And I want to just play a part of it also, because I think the whole context of this and this weird slush fund that they're creating and saying it's for world peace is important for people to understand the whole perspective on. So let's play that.
What you've seen today is just a small sample of the work that's been done. And I really want to thank the entire team that's worked so hard at this. A lot of these people are volunteers. They're doing this not for any personal gain. People are not personally profiting from this. They are really doing this for their children and for their grandchildren, and because they want to see peace.
So that is coming from somebody who is literally procuring billions of dollars in profits from different international entities while also doing unnamed roles negotiating on behalf of the United States. I can't even, I just think of the ethics requirements we all lived by and you lived by, and you've sat at so many international tables where the United States and somebody like you is trying to project morality and values and ethics what kind of impact, because the world watches all of this, they see, they know, what kind of impact does that behavior have on our relationships? And how will it be recovered, which is a big question.
Well, Jen, I mean, the fundamental problem with this administration's foreign policy is that it's not serving the interests of the United States and the American people. It's serving the personal interests of President Trump and his cronies and his family members, serving his ego and his pocketbook. You heard him say on the clip you played initially, he just wants more and more cash. You can never have enough. And that's what Kushner and Witkoff and all of these, businessmen, who are now playing the role of quasi-diplomat, are about. They want the money. They want, they want the deals. And, surrounding Trump at this Board of Peace, at the Institute of Peace, which he literally stole from the American people and smacked his name on like the Kennedy Center, was, the Qatari leader who gave Donald Trump a $400 million plane to keep when he leaves government after the United States taxpayers have spent $1 billion or more refurbishing it. I mean, it's ridiculous. But it was all encapsulated in one room and one big moment today. The corruption is rife.
With Gloria playing in the background, because it couldn't get weirder. Ambassador Susan Rice, thank you.
And
of course. I think we're all reflecting on the moment when you were representing all of us overseas. We're not there today, but thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thanks, Jen. Good to be with you.